Alright, you guys, we're going to do our positive affirmations first, and then we're going to do some Texas Hold'em lessons for free. I'm just going to help everybody with basics. We went through all the suits and what the cards mean yesterday, and then I started just dealing out and showing you what different hands were. So we're going to do our positive affirmations with the pretty lights and music first, and then we'll get into that. And this is O. Henry, my plant that my neighbor got me. I am a beautiful vessel of love and light. I am a beautiful vessel of love and light. Lord Jesus, help us all today. I am a beautiful vessel of love and light. I forgive past mistakes and use them to shape my future. I forgive past mistakes and use them to shape my future. I forgive past mistakes and use them to shape my future. I am grateful for a peace that passes understanding. I am grateful for a peace that passes understanding. I am successful, brave, and kind. I am successful, brave, and kind. I am free from self-resentment and love who I am. I am free from self-resentment and love who I am. I am free from self-resentment and love who I am. I am free from self-resentment and love who I am. I am dedicated to my healing journey. I am dedicated to my healing journey. Ginseng needs to start practicing not dropping the soap. Oh, Lord, help us all. I am dedicated to my healing journey. I don't know, you might want to drop the soap from what I've heard. He's pretty much into that. That's why things didn't work out. But, you know, I wish him all the best. I'm praying for him. I am dedicated to my healing journey. He's crashing out hard knowing he's getting caught. Bless his little heart. I am dedicated to my healing journey. At least I won't haunt you every second anymore once you get caught and do the right thing. It'll all end. I am dedicated to my healing journey. Look on the bright side. Can't hush, can you? We're doing positive affirmations. If you want to come in and join, you can. If you want to be positive, you can add some value in the chat. If you want to be negative, I ask that you just don't say anything or scroll out. That's cool. But we're doing positive affirmation. I am grateful for my purpose and the testimony I'm building. And all these things are very positive. We're looking at the bright side and how no matter what tries to be done in the dark, it will always come to light, and God is good, and that's it, and it's all positive. So let's stay that way. Thank you. I am grateful for my purpose and the testimony I am building. I am grateful for my purpose and the testimony I am building. I am grateful for my purpose and the testimony I am building. I believe in my God-given gifts, and I will use them. I believe in my God-given gifts, and I will use them. I believe in my God-given gifts, and I will use them. I am worthy, regardless of others' opinions. I am worthy, regardless of others' opinions. This is my plant, O. Henry. It's not a real plant, but I love it. My neighbor gave it to me. I am worthy, regardless of others' opinions. I am an unstoppable force of nature. I am an unstoppable force of nature. I am an inspiration for others to embrace their uniqueness. Thank you, Quinn. I had got it on the TikTok shop a while back. I don't know if it's still in there, but it's from Chick Me, and it's just very beautiful. It comes in different colors. Real comfy. It's like, this is how short the dress is, and then it has the extra layer to kind of go over the legs. And it always stays like right in place. It never slips, and it's real comfy. It'd be really great for like a cruise or something. I am an inspiration for others to embrace their uniqueness. I am safe and free to be uniquely me. I am safe and free to be uniquely me. I am safe and free to be uniquely me. I am safe and free to be uniquely me, no matter who likes it. I can be who I am. I can be who God made me, even if it makes some ladies' stories look bad because they lied about me, okay? I can still be exactly who I am. And I told what happened. I told my story in that podcast, and the people who it didn't look good for got involved and wanted that story to change, and it's never going to change. It will grow. There will be more added onto it, but my story will always be my story, no matter how many thousands people try to change it around or threaten me into saying it happened different. My story happened, and I'm grateful for it. And the healing part has been the best part of the journey, and it's not over. In the midst of chaos, God is with me. My faith is strong, and my heart is getting better day by day. Even on the hardest days, I have the will to fight and the will to want others to do well. And that's different. I support myself and others to chase our dreams. That's growth. I support myself and others to chase our dreams. I radiate peace and calmness in the midst of adversity. I radiate peace and calmness in the midst of adversity. I radiate peace and calmness in the midst of adversity. Ew, I've had this dress for almost a year. I got it off the TikTok shop. Quit saying other creators' names in my live to try to get them more attention. Please stop. It's really weird. This is too much. Just stop. We're doing positive affirmations. Nobody's talking about anyone else. Quit it. The world does not revolve around her. We're just doing positive affirmations. Leave her out of it. She can do them with us if she wants. I mean, no hard feelings over here. Like, I hope that she one day tells the truth, but until then, whatever. Let her run around and y'all can think whatever you want. I just don't really care. I'm moving on with my life. Y'all want to believe her? Do it. It makes you look stupid, but go ahead. And that's fine. Let's just move on. I don't care. Y'all want to take up for her and her be right? Okay, fine. Like, whatever. Cool. Now go away. I'm doing positive affirmations, healing, and trust in Jesus. Okay, so just go. Y'all go trust her. Put your faith and trust in her and see where it gets you. I did. And then I've changed my mind. I want to follow God, put my faith in Him and not humans. And I'm going to do that. So y'all go do whatever you're doing in another live. I'm doing positive affirmations. Thank you. Please respect that. I radiate peace and calmness in the midst of adversity. I radiate peace and calmness in the midst of adversity. I radiate peace and calmness. Hi, Teresa. How are you? Welcome in. We're doing positive affirmations. You all matter. You are worthy. You deserve to heal. And you are important. I radiate peace and calmness in the midst of adversity. Like I just told someone else, what you focus on, it grows. And that's why no matter what's going on every day, I try to do my positive affirmations, really get back into that, because whatever you're cultivating in your mind, it's coming back into your life. And that's why if you're used to chaos, you keep getting chaos. So when you focus on positivity in the midst of chaos, you get positivity. And it's really beautiful. So that's what I'm doing. I'm in chaos, but I'm not going to let my mind know that. And I'm just going to trust God, and let's just see. Let's see what happens. Because I'm also at peace. I'm going to roll with that. I am divinely guided, loved, and protected. I'm always going to choose what's right. I don't care how popular it is to be chaotic or mean. I'm not going to be part of it. I'm going to always choose what's right, no matter what it costs me. And I love that about myself. I am divinely guided, loved, and protected. I am divinely guided, loved, and protected. Welcome in, everybody. We're finishing up positive affirmations, and then I'm going to teach you all the basics of Texas Hold'em again. We've been going through like what certain hands mean and just working together, learning some poker skills. And so we're finishing up affirmations now, and then we'll be doing that. If you want to stick around, just hang out, put some hearts in the chat, or put #poker for anybody that might want to come in and learn. Peter's snoring, y'all listen. he quit as soon as I said something. He was like, he made his little cute noises. I am divinely guided, loved, and protected. I am wealthy, happy, and free. I respect and enforce my boundaries to protect my energy. I respect and enforce my boundaries to protect my energy. My dog has never had heartworms. I have the gift of prophecy. So I do have medium abilities. I do have connections with spirit. But I don't, those aren't my gifts that I'm like called here to use. If God needs me to like show someone something, like when I was living at the homeless shelter, I helped a lady find her son that she had been separated with since birth, and I was helped with that. And so I did do that because God called me to help them, and if I can do something like that, I will. But I don't do anything that God doesn't tell me to do. That's how I use my gifts. I do not judge anyone else for any way that they practice or how they've been called to use their gifts. And I support others with what they do. But my gift is prophecy. And I really have gotten in trouble using it because like he's called me to like tell on some really big things, but those people were trying to keep it hushed. So they really came after me. So I've really struggled in knowing how to use my gifts, and I think that's why I started doing like Chosen Family Church, to bring people together so we can help each other, see each other struggling, and figure out what to do, you know, when to use the gifts, when to keep our mouth shut. And that's what I'm working best on now, is now kind of holding my hand, you know, until it's time, and just listen to what God has. And so if I do any kind of mediumship, it's only because like God's calling me to help someone with something or to give them a message. But that's really how I work. I don't consider myself a reader or a medium. I'm a prophet. But I have readers I trust, and I know that they're telling the truth, and I know that they are connected to God. And I have people that I see and I know they're not. So people that if I know that they're working with God that I serve, I hang out with them, I'm around them, I don't judge anyone, and that's kind of how I work. Does that make sense? I just want to live in a world where everyone is free to be their individual selves, but come together and help each other for the greater good. That's what my papa wanted. And he was a Church of Christ preacher, but he loved everybody, no matter what they practiced. He went to Africa and he hung out with people that did a lot of different things than what he did. He invited in the Jehovah's Witnesses. He would hang out with them. He would have dinner with them. He would ask them about their day. He would care. And they didn't agree on little things about this was this, but he didn't care. He chose love. He chose to actually be Jesus to people. to be God to people. He chose love, and he united so many people in his time on earth. And he passed when I was 11, but from that time that I was young to 11, I can remember every time I was around that man, I knew about Jesus, I knew about God, and I knew about them in a beautiful way. And I can't say that about most people. And he made everybody feel that way. Everybody. Like, no matter what they believed, he made them believe that his God loved them. And that's what I'm here for. And I had to go through the transformative process of not seeing what it was and having my faith to be able to get there, to bridge the gap. But I couldn't have made it without his guidance and influence. And he's wrote me little notes all throughout my Bible to guide me through all this. The prophecy of Tabitha. I remember my family that is my family, like him and my grandmother and the people that made a difference in my life. I have cut off the abusive side of my family over 2 decades ago and have moved on from that. And that's a very healthy and good thing to do. And at the time that they were all cut off, I was in the healthiest state of my life. I made a podcast about how keeping them out of my life had changed everything for me. I was coming out of homelessness. Once they got back in my life, I became bullied, stalked, abused. People started stealing my things and sending it to them, and I hadn't seen them in over 20 years. They never helped me with one meal during homelessness, so I made the right choice to cut them off. They only used my name to get popular off Mama Tot and make money with slut and do really illegal, shitty things and buy my social security number and get all my information, and they used you guys as some kind of like scapegoat or ploy to get all my information when I hadn't seen them in over 20 years. That's all 100% true. What do you mean lies? This is my life. I was there. I grew up in it. Y'all have made up what they've told you my life is, and it wasn't true. I'm not discussing any of this with you. We're healing, guys. We're doing positive affirmations, and yet y'all are in here bullying. Why? Just stop. Please. Come on. Choose the right thing. Like, just choose kindness. What didn't last, honey? Willow? Oh, I love the name Willow. That's so beautiful. What a beautiful profile picture. I hope you're having a great day. But take your negativity out of my life, please. Thank you. I'm respecting my boundaries, okay? So if I'm saying let's be kind in here, let's be kind, or just hop on out, or you're going to get muted, and that's it. I'm not going to even respond to you. I am wealthy, happy, and free. We're finishing up positive affirmations, and then I'm going to do some basics in Texas Hold'em, and we're just going to hang out and have a good time this morning. So come on in. I am wealthy, happy, and free. I'm going to grab my Coke. I need a little bit of caffeine. I am wealthy, happy, and free. I love you, Peter. I am wealthy, happy, and free. I respect and enforce my boundaries to protect my energy. I respect and enforce my boundaries to protect my energy. I respect and enforce my boundaries to protect my energy. I respect and enforce my boundaries to protect my energy. I kind of look like my Coke can. Look. I am moving toward a beautiful future by using my past as an asset. I am moving toward a beautiful future by using my past as an asset. Why did it disconnect? Oh, it hadn't been connected. I am moving toward a beautiful future by using my past as an asset. Alright, let me turn on the light. We'll get ready to do some poker. Hey, handsome Peter. Thank you. I got it for modeling it off the TikTok shop. Back when I lived at Miss Tisha's before they found me there. It's really comfy. It's very for my sensory issues, it's wonderful because the inside is just very soft, and then the eyelet part is too. It's like cotton, but you barely feel it. It's just the slip part is under it, and it's very soft and comfy. And then this part is a little more itchy, but not bad. It's still cotton, but it's not bad at all, and you don't feel anything on you up here, so I really enjoy it. And I am wearing drawers. I'm sure y'all know what color they are, because y'all make accounts. Call the one time I wore drawers because I was wearing a dress, y'all knew what color my panties were. That's wild. Well, that's okay. Why would they even stream me anymore? We're just sitting here doing affirmations, and then we're gonna learn basics of poker. Nobody has to gift me. Nobody's gonna tap my screen. There's no point in them trying to get any attention off my profile or do any awareness, because we're just sitting here hanging out. So. I know, but it's just weird. I get it. But, they've been streaming me and taking my material to make material for themselves for, well over a year. And it's felony level stalking. So at this point, it's not cute. And we just don't even need to mention it or give them attention in here, because that's why they do it. So I don't need the heads up, but thank you. But that's why they do it. So you'll come in here and say their name. So just please don't. Because my life is for healing and kindness, and it's not for gossip or to go be part of any kind of hate group, because But that's the thing, there's nothing to do awareness on. I'm just sitting here doing positive affirmations. There's nothing that no one needs to be aware of. Like nobody has to gift me at all. I'm doing positive affirmations. We're healing. I'm not talking about anyone else. So there's nothing for you to be aware of. Like, that's the thing. We're just chilling. So quit gossiping. Quit talking about others in my life. That's my boundary. So go be aware of that. And have a beautiful day, okay? And I'm praying for you, honey. Okay, I am moving toward a beautiful future by using my past as an asset. I have reliable and meaningful friendships. And I see right through the snakes now. I have reliable and meaningful friendships. I had such a wonderful day yesterday. I had one of my TikTok friends sent me something to go get some chicken wings, and then some more friends invited me to a barbecue. And it was just such a blessed day. That's why I didn't get on with y'all last night. I ended up going to sleep after that. But God is just so good. Yeah, I'm only interested in Hold'em. Hold'em is one of my special interests. Now I like other stuff, but I just want to do Hold'em on here because I love the ins and outs of it. Makes me so happy, but I like other things, but not the way I like Hold'em, because it just makes my brain happy. Makes me feel like sometimes in life I don't understand certain things, but when I'm doing math or playing cards, like, I get everything. I don't mean that like snotty, like I need to learn certain things, but it's like, it's a language that I understand, you know. Does that make sense? I have reliable and meaningful friendships. I get that. The odds make sense. Like, I know exactly how many cards are left. That's why I try to figure out what hands other people have. You can't always, but like, you can kind of judge sometimes. And then that helps you figure out the odds in your own hand. You can go by what's on the board. Like, let's say I know I'm up against a pair of tens because just the way they're betting. And then they throw it down, and then I'm sitting there with the only other 10, you know, then I know that my odds have gone up astronomically. But you can't always know what's in someone else's hand. But having really strong intuition helps. I radiate love and positivity daily. Yeah, we can do Chosen Family Church. We're doing positive affirmations, and then we're going to talk about the basics of Texas Hold'em. And then we can take a little break. I got to take Peter for a walk, and we can come back and do Chosen Family Church if y'all want to. We just play Bob Marley, Maren Morris, and Jelly Roll, and sing Thank You, and sing Amazing Grace and Redeemed a cappella. Thank you, I appreciate it. I like this dress. It's very comfortable, and I feel pretty in it. I radiate love and positivity daily. I am in tune with my mind, body, and soul. I am in tune with my mind, body, and soul. Alright, welcome in everybody. Yesterday we went through the 4 suits, the clubs, and you start with the ace, go deuce, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then jack, queen, king makes your suits, but aces play high and low. And then we have the hearts, same thing, ace through king, aces play high and low. What I mean by that is, like, ace is the highest card in the deck, but you can make a straight like 2 different ways. And then you have the spades. Hearts and diamonds. Same color, different shape. So clubs, spades, hearts, and diamonds. Ace through king. Start with your pairs. And it starts with a pair of deuces is the smallest. Then a pair of threes. And then a pair of fours. And then a pair of fives. Sixes. Sevens. Eights. Nines. Tens. Jacks. Queens. Kings. And then aces. And we're just learning a little bit more each and every day. And the best way we're doing that is just going through what each hand is. We're talking about how the top 5 cards make the board. And if y'all have any questions about anything we're doing, just stop me and let me know. We're just learning basics of Texas Hold'em. If you're interested, come in. You can put #poker if you want to get anyone in here that might want to learn or might have some suggestions. And we can all empower each other to learn skills that we want to learn and just hang out. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to play a hand for y'all and a hand for me face up, and we're just going to talk about it. I think that's the best way we've been learning together. So the first one is a 9 of diamonds for you guys. And then an 8 of hearts for me. And a 4 of hearts for you. Ooh, an 8 of clubs for me. So I have a pair of 8s. And you have a 4 and a 9. Alright. Since I'm the dealer and I dealt to you first, you would be what is called the big blind. So you would be in there automatically. So if we were playing for like 25 and 50 cents or something like that, then you would put yours in automatically because you'd be the big blind. I would be the small blind for 25. And I would want to make a small bet there because I have a pocket pair, a middle pair. So I put a little something in the pot, like 100. More than likely you would fold at that point, but if for some reason you decided to stick around, we turn 1 card down and we get what's called the flop, which is 3 cards face up. You can do them all at the same time, or you can do them individually. The Queen of Diamonds, the 10 of Clubs, and the Ace of Spades. Okay. So right now, I'm sitting good with a pair of 8s, but it's a very scary board because it could make a straight out there and kill out my 8s. It could hit your 9 easy and ruin my pair of 8s. So I'm not really going to do too much. I might make a continuation bet, like 100, something like that. Okay. That's a good question. So let's say I make it 100 and then my opponent refires and says I'll make it 300. And then at that point I can either fold or I can call or I can re-raise is what it's called. So That would be to re-raise your opponent's bet. So after they bet, you can take those options. You can fold, which means take the money you've already put in and give up and walk away. Or you can call and match the amount that they've bet. Or you can raise and then put the ball back in their court. Does that answer your question? Thank you. Okay. All right, so we're still sitting with the pair of eights, and we're going to go to the turn. So before the turn, you're going to burn one and turn one. That's lingo in poker. So we'll burn one, which means take the card on the top of the deck, put it face down, then turn one up to another queen. So, and it's a queen of spades. Nobody has flush draws. So right now my hand is queens and eights with an ace, because you take the top 5 cards. Y'all's hand is nothing. You're using the board pretty much. Like, y'all have queens with a 10 and an ace, and then your 9 plays for now. But if anything comes on the board bigger than 9, it kills your hand. Now, that being said, if I was to get like a pair of aces or a pair of 10s on this board, it would take my hand and make it irrelevant, because the new hand would then be queens and aces with a 10, and my eights wouldn't be no good anymore. So we're going to see what that last card is, and we're going to talk about it. But I just wanted to go through that scenario with y'all because it almost happened yesterday and it didn't. So I wanted to talk about that just in case it doesn't. All right, but let's see what happens. So we're going to burn the last one, and this is called the river card. Okay. All right, so it didn't happen, so I'm glad we went ahead and talked about it. But so our board is queens with a king, 10, ace. Now, if there was a jack, it would have made a straight, but it didn't. Neither one of us have a jack. And so I have eights, so the hand is eights and queens with an ace. So I win there. But I would have been betting heavy to get my opponent off of hitting a straight, not knowing if they had the jack. And if they bet heavy on the river, I probably would have got pretty scared. Also, with it being 3 spades out here, someone could have had a backdoor flush draw. A flush is when you have 5 cards in the same suit. So in the clubs, hearts, diamonds, or spades, if you have 5 cards in your hand and the board, then that makes a flush. Okay, any questions about that hand? Okay, we'll move on. Welcome in, everybody. We're just going through basics of Texas Hold'em this morning, and this is a lot of fun. We talked about the different suits and pairs, and then we've just started going through some hands. Any more questions? Someone had a great question about how do you raise your opponent. Is there any other questions you guys have just in general before I move on? I'll give it 2 minutes, and if we haven't had any questions, we'll go to the next hand. Welcome in, everybody. We're going through the basics of Texas Hold'em. I'm dealing a hand for y'all and then a hand for me. We're just talking about it. We're going to start with me this time because you take turns. So we explained the small blind. If I'm dealing to you and we're heads up, then I will be this small blind. So this time I'm dealing to me. So it would be y'all dealing to me. Unless we had a dealer in an actual table. Then the dealer would deal to me first. And then you. So let's say if the blinds are 25 and 50, then the big blind is 50 and they're automatically in, and the small blind is 25 and they get the first option to decide if they want to catch up. We're not talking so much about that because we're just going through, but I am kind of giving y'all advice or saying I would bet here or I would lay low here a little bit, but we'll get more into that once we get all the basics covered and y'all feel more comfortable with what everything means. I just got this one yesterday. I had somebody just bless me in the middle of nowhere and I just went and picked it up. I didn't have any, but back before I used to be homeless, I had several decks and I had a bunch that like came from the casinos that had the holes punched in them, and I used all kinds of different decks when I played, but now I only have one. I got it yesterday and it's brand new, so I'm breaking it in. That's why I'm shuffling this way, because when I get a new deck I do it sideways so I can start hitting the cards and getting them to shuffle easier. But yeah, right now I only have one deck because I just bought it yesterday. I thought it'd be good for me to like have something where I can sit with y'all and do things that I'm good at, that I like, and that I feel smart about, but like help others and just have fun and not talk about the past or trauma and just keep trying to heal. And I think it is helping me. And so I just wanted, a lot of people have asked me too, like about learning basics and wanted me to help them with lessons, and I didn't want to charge anybody money, so I just said I will just do it on my live for free. So it'll be a good way. And then that way when you ask me questions, I can relate it to poker, answer, and like, I think it's going to help us like communicate and understand each other better too. So that's what I'm hoping for. So, okay. So I'm going to deal to me first. We're showing hands up so we can learn. So my first card is the King of Diamonds. Your first card is the Seven of Diamonds. My second card is the Six of Diamonds. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Y'all's second is the Ten of Spades. And then we're going to burn one and turn three. I've already shown what it looks like individual. You can also turn them up all three at the same time. We have the Jack of Spades, the Queen of Clubs, and the Six of Hearts. Okay, so no pairs. Oh, well, I have a pair of sixes. Pair of sixes with a king for now. And y'all have nothing. Y'all have 7, 10. So we'll go to the next card. Nobody would really do much there. I might throw like a pot bet in with a pair of sixes just to get my opponent to fold. And they would with 7, 10 probably. But I'm not too concerned. I'm going to kind of wait and just see what happens. So we're going to put one face down called Burn. And then this is your turn card. And it's a deuce. Okay. Then I'm going to get a little bit more aggressive with the pair of sixes there with the deuce coming out. I don't want to risk my opponent hitting, like having 2, 3 and hitting 2 deuces on the end, or deuce 3 back to back and beating me. So I'm gonna probably do like a pot bet at that point. I played while I was in college raising my kids, and and doing like in undergrad and in grad school, like on the weekends that the kids were with their dad, I would go to Tunica, Mississippi. I've also played in Vegas before, and I have made the final table of the World Series ring event back in 2018 before I ended up homeless. I had played at a lot of local places, like little where the veterans played and stuff, and I've been playing for years and years before I ended up homeless. I never played during homelessness. Like I've never used anything that I had and gone and gambled with it, or anything like that. So it's been years since I played, and I just wanted to get a deck of cards and start sharing my knowledge and interacting with y'all, keeping my mind off of trauma and trying to push forward and keep healing. So hopefully some of this is helping because it's making me feel better. Alright, so the last one is the River card. You always burn one and turn, but you just got to know on the flop you turn 3, the turn you turn 1, and the river you turn 1. Once you get that down, it's easy, but I want to keep telling y'all, on the flop you burn 1 and turn 3. That means you lay the top card face down and you turn 3. Then on the turn, you put 1 face down or burn 1 card, the top card on the deck, and then you turn the next one up, and that's our deuce. And then the river, we burn 1 more, and you're not supposed to show it, but for whatever, we're doing everything face up. And then the 9 of spades. So my pair of 6s with the king holds, but that 9's going to make me a little more nervous. So I'm probably going to, I'll probably do a continuation bet or a pot bet, like 100 or 200 at that point, just to show my opponent I'm still strong, so they don't try to finagle me over here with the 10, make it look like they hit the 9 or something like that. So I would do a continuation bet to represent that I was still strong, and then leave it to my opponent. Most likely they would fold with this. If not, my hand holds up anyway, so I call anything that's not extremely over the top there, and then I will win with the pair of 6s. Alright, any questions about that hand? And if no questions about the hand, any more questions about anything we've learned so far? We had a really good question earlier about how to raise your opponent. If anyone in the chat has questions like that, you can ask. And if not, we'll go on and do maybe 2 more hands, and then I'm going to walk Peter. He's so cute. So there's 3 burn cards. A burn card is a card that does not get seen. It's just, honestly, I can't even tell you why they do it. But it's just how you play Hold'em. But, I guess it probably like makes it where you don't exactly know all the odds as much, like it leaves more to speculation when you're burning a card. You're taking something out, so that, let's say if you have a pair of aces and you've got an ace on the board, if the burn card was an ace, you're never going to see that 4th card for quads, and so I guess it just makes the game a little more interesting. But the burn card is the first card that you lay down after you deal. So you deal first. So it's always your opponent, you, and then your opponent. And then your burn card. And then you turn 3. And then you burn turn 1, burn, turn your river. Okay? And so these are your burn cards. So these 3 that we never would have seen was a pair of 7s and a jack. The board was 5, 2, 10, 3, and queen, so it never would have affected it. But let's say that there were 2 queens in here, then it would have been like, man, you would have had trip if you had the burn cards, you know. And we've looked at that before, been like, oh, cool, you would have had this. But you never know with burn cards because you never see them. It's just like an outlier, you know. You're welcome. Any other questions? And if y'all have any info, like if anybody knows exactly like why the burn card was put into play, you know, like y'all can give me any info too. I'm willing to learn as well. Just because I'm teaching y'all what I know, I'm still willing to learn and take in anything from anyone else. Alright, so we're just going to go through 2 more hands, and then I'm going to walk Peter. Is this helping y'all? Like, do y'all have any suggestions of ways I could be doing? I think this is the best way. Like, just go through the hands with y'all. I don't know. But if y'all think of something else. Oh, thank you, Lily. I'm trying to really choose peace and healing no matter what is coming at me. And trying to really be that for others. And just stay out of the drama. And it really is helping me for real. Alright, so we're dealing to y'all first this time. 5 of clubs for you. 4 of clubs for me. 3 of diamonds for you. Ooh, 2 of clubs for me. Now that's interesting because we've got like all of each other's cards for a straight, but we wouldn't know that, you know. This is really gonna, like, if we got a low board, this would be really fun to teach y'all on, because if I hit 2 pair and you hit a straight or something like that, that's gonna be cool, but we'll see what happens. Alright, so nobody would really do too much pre-flop. We would probably just limp in there, get in there. Somebody might raise having, like, with me, having lower suited connectors. I like those after playing poker so long. A lot of times I'd rather have 3-5 suited than a pair of aces. Not all the time, but, you know, I've seen a lot more happen with those lower cards hitting, but we'll talk about that more later. Alright, so we burn 1. That means you lay the top card on the deck down, face down. You never see it. And then you turn 3. You can do them all at the same time, or you can do them separate. Here's our board. 4 of diamonds, jack of hearts, queen of hearts. So right now I have a pair of 4s and y'all have 3, 4, 5. Alright, we're going to the turn. Nobody's really going to do much there. King of hearts. We're both sitting there like, okay, this isn't going the way we wanted it to. But I have a pair of 4s, so I'm going to fire at it and make like a pot bet right there, like 100 or 200. 100, 150, 200 right there to say, I got the 4s, y'all want to go away. And you probably would at this point. So then if you stay, we will do the burn card and the river. Pair of 9s. Or a 9 of hearts. Now if anybody had a heart there though, they would have a flush. So I'm sitting here scared shitless with my pair of 4s. So if y'all bet anything there, I would fold. I mean, I shouldn't tell you that, but I would. So y'all could have bet anything into me and I kick rocks and run, because that 4 heart draw and the straight draw there, it's going to be enough for me to not be ballsy. Alright, any questions about that one? Or any questions in general? And then we'll do one more, and then I'm going to walk Peter, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're dealing to me first this time, so this will be my card, the Queen of Spades. And then you get, the King of Spades. This will be an interesting experience. Then I have the Ten of Hearts. And you have, the King. Okay, this will be a good one to learn with. We got a pair of Kings for you guys. And I have Queen 10. So we're going to burn the top one, which means take the top card and lay it face down. And then you turn up 3. 6 of Spades. 3 of Spades. We both have a spade. Mine's Queen, y'all's is King. Oh, this is going to be interesting. And then 4 of Spades. Okay. So then y'all have a pair of Kings. And you have the King of Spades. This is great to teach y'all with. And then we're sitting here looking at all these spades. But y'all don't know if the straight flush is out there. And I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm sitting here with just the Queen of Spades. So I'm thinking that I'm probably pretty strong. Not knowing that I'm sitting up against a pair of Kings over here. But I'm about to find out. So there will be some very serious betting there. We'll talk more about like how to bet, when to bet once we go through the basic hands. But this is a great one to learn on. Then you burn another one, which means take another card and lay it face down before you do the turn. Your turn card is a 9. There's no way I can win at this point, so we're just going to go on through it and talk about it at the end. So you burn one more and then turn your river into deuce. So y'all's pocket kings hold up. I was kind of hoping that we'd hit that other club just to kind of show you me thinking I hit my queen high flush and y'all would have popped me there. Alright, do y'all want to do one more? If not, I'll just go ahead and hop off here for now. And then walk Peter. And when I get back, we'll do Chosen Family Church. If anybody wants to. Does anybody want to do Chosen Family Church? If not, me and Peter might just chill. What do you want to do, Peter? You want to go out? You still sleepy? We'll do one more because he's not even acting like he wants to go outside right now. You go potty? Potty? No? Alright, we'll do one more. Alright, so I got that one first. So y'all, this one will go to y'all first. Let me shuffle some more. I'm shuffling sideways right now because I just bought this yesterday and I'm trying to get my cards to cooperate. Okay. Actually, yeah, one of my friends I used to play with all the time, she was a great influence in my life. She's been coming in my TikTok a lot. And I want to talk to her. I think I miss her every time she's in my life. Alright, so this one's y'all's card first. 10 of Spades. Mine is the Jack of Hearts. Ooh, Queen of Hearts. Man, we're kind of going at it. And then King of Hearts. Okay, so I'm firing back. So we're looking at, I have King, Jack of Hearts, and y'all have Queen of hearts, 10 of spades. So queen 10 offsuit. Okay, we'll do it after I get done walking Peter. I'll have to charge my phone for a little bit. I'll be back in like 45 minutes and we'll do Chosen Family Church. Okay, alright, so we'll just go through it. The main things that we've been learning the last couple days is the process of like the flop, turn, and river. We went through the suits, the spades, how it goes from like the ace of spades up to the king of spades, but how ace is a higher value. It works both ways in the straights. It's the only card that is interchangeable like that. And then we went through what each pair is, like a pair of deuces or twos, and then threes or trays, fours, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then jack, queen, king. And then ace reigns supreme. It also goes in the little guy. So then we've been just going through hands and talking about what means what. Y'all's hand right now is queen 10 offsuit. Mine is king jack of hearts. And we are going to burn one card and turn 3 for your flop. This is called a flop. Burn a card or lay the top card face down. No one ever sees it. And then you would flop 3 cards. You can do them together or separate. Ooh, interesting. 9 of hearts. King of clubs. And 3 of spades. Thank you so much. Okay, so that's very interesting for y'all and for me. So I'm sitting there with a pair of kings, jack kicking, and 3 hearts. Y'all are sitting there with an inside straight draw. What I mean by that is you have 9, 10, jack. No, you don't have the jack. You have 9, 10, queen, king. You need the jack. So that's why it's called an inside straight draw. If you had 9, 10, jack, queen, you would have an open-ended straight draw because you could hit it with the low end card or the high end card, but you have an inside straight draw where you need the middle card to hit, which is the jack. So you need a jack. I have a jack, and so I know that your odds go down to get a jack, and that helps me with my betting, knowing I have top pair. I also have the card that my opponent would need for a straight, so that's going to make me feel a little more confident, but not too good until I see this next card. So we're going to go ahead and go to the turn card. So you burn one more or lay the top card down and you turn one up. Interesting. 8 of spades. Okay. So that kind of does something and nothing all at the same time. It confuses the hell out of me over here. Like, what do they have? Are they drawing for spades? I'm going to make more of a bet this time because I'm going to get a little more scared that my opponent might hit a straight or a flush or something. So I would probably bet like twice what is in the pot at this point, having top pair, jack kicking. And then my opponent would probably call to still see if they get their straight, which is you guys. Let me know who would call and who would fold if you play poker or if you're just learning. Oh, and then we have a 10. So y'all are hitting a pair of 10s. You might think that's good because I haven't done too much with the king and it might have looked like I was betting into a draw. So more than likely my opponent or you guys would bet a little something, and I would either collect on it or I would repop you a little, make it cost you if you bet into me. If you just check to me, I'll probably make a small bet and shut it down there, show you I was strong. But if you texted me, I would repop your ass and take your money because my hand would have been best there. King, jack of hearts. Any questions about that one? Okay. Well, I'm going to walk my dog and plug my phone in, and we'll be back for Chosen Family Church in a little bit. I love y'all.